Maverick 100.9 Aggie Lands Country Alternative. It's Corliss, joined by my friend and probably the biggest dude I know, Brody Caster. How are you?
What's up, Corliss? I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
I'm doing great. I'm so glad to get to catch up with you here on air. But I got to hang out with you in the stockyards a bit back in November. That was a lot of fun.
That's right. The Texas Country Music Awards. It was a work trip, a play trip, and it was an all-around good time.
It really was. Isn't it fun that, we get to do our job, but are we really doing our job when we're at award shows?
Yeah, no, and you'd made a comment. Where were we? It was like after the show was over, we were just all like bar hopping around. We were outside PRs. And you're like the one thing that's so cool about, or that sucks about this industry is we're always out doing our own thing, and we never actually get to take time to hang out. It's just like friends, Yeah. It's always business. And so that's why we love award weekend.
Seriously. And I always explain that to people, like the nominations are amazing. Getting awards is so cool, but people don't understand that I would be there no matter what, just to hug all my favorite people.
Yeah. For sure.
Well, we are super excited because while I was hanging out with you, you were working so hard on new music, and you finally sent me a brand new single called Once I Met Her, which sounds a little romantic, Mr. Brody. Tell me a little bit about this.
Just a touch romantic, yeah. So I was actually sitting at the house one day, and I was trying to do some writing, and I had this hook in my head for Once I Meet Her. And you hear a lot of love songs about, they're doing just cliche, whatever, how much they love their girl, or they do this for her, or do that, or how that makes them feel. And I wanted to take a spin on it. So I wrote one where it sounds like that the whole way through until you get to the end of the chorus, and it says, I'm going to do basically all this and that once I meet her. So it's like, oh, you haven't even met this girl yet. He's just singing about the girl of dreams that he hasn't even met. So at the time I was single, and I was like, if this doesn't get me a girlfriend, I don't know what the hell will,
But did it?
I'm not single now, so we'll put it that way. I'm not single anymore.
It's like whether she heard it or not, it's a matter of maybe you just created that good juju for yourself.
That could be, yeah. I did. It's magic.
Karma at its best.
Yeah.
Well, I am so excited to debut it to everybody on Maverick 100.9. You are hearing it first. Brody Caster with Once I Met Her.
Due to copyright, Brian Broadcasting is not licensed to play music in podcast form, but we do urge you to find Brody Caster and all of his music, download it, stream it, and support these independent artists. Today's interview continues now.
Brody Caster, Once I Met Her on Maverick 100.9. I am joined by my friend Brody, who has a touch of the COVIDs, and it turns out I'm your bad luck charm, huh?
You are. So I literally, probably an hour or two before we hopped on this interview, went and got tested, and turns out I was positive. And it's funny because I texted you before the interview, and I said, hey, might be running a little late, and I get tested. And you said, oh, I got tested this morning.
Yep.
And the last time we hung out, not the awards, but before that, which was November of 2020, we're at a place in College Station hanging out for a show.
Right.
And then we went to your place afterwards and hung out, spent the weekend.
Yeah.
And we both got COVID then.
I didn't. You did. And then.
Oh, and Morgan did. Me and Morgan actually.
Yep. And then we go to the same award show that you and I are talking about. We go to the TCMAs, and my husband texts Brody, and he's like, where you at, dude? And Brody's like, I'm not there. I got COVID right after leaving. He and I look at each other, and we're like, oh my God, do we have COVID? Thank goodness we didn't get it. But I am seriously your bad luck charm, and I'm so sorry. At least when it comes to COVID, maybe I could sprinkle some music luck on you. I don't know.
That's all good. It's all good. They got me. So this time they got me doctored up with, I don't even know, ivermectin and hydrochlorox. I don't even know how you say it.
The real stuff instead of, stuff. Good luck.
Yeah. The first time I had it, I went through one of those drive-through clinics, and they're like, yeah, see you. Go huddle up for 14 days. Good luck.
it COVID in 2020 versus COVID in 2022? Making progress, y'all.
Making progress. That's right.
That's all we can ask for.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Well, on the subject of progress, I know you have been working on this so long, so hard, so adamantly. You have finally recorded your debut album, which everybody will be able to hear once I Met Her on that album. But tell me a little bit about that process, because I know you're super excited to get that released.
Absolutely. So that all kind of started with the award show in 2020 when I wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know I was going to win it, but I won the New Artist Scholarship. And part of that package was a free song with Chad Molden in Gladewater, Texas. And we all know Chad Molden. He's one of the best producers in the state. A lot of people have worked with him.
I think I spent time in his studio, which is an old radio station.
Yeah. That's another story too. That'll remind me. I got cool stories about that.
Yeah.
But so anyways, I go into Chad's and I do this single, and I get to thinking, you know what? We just hit it off and really meshed well together. I've been saving up a little bit, and I said, it's just time, man. I'm ready. And so we ended up doing a full record. And over the course of several months, these were all songs that I had written the last few months, and then a couple were co-writes with some buddies of mine. But all the songs I had a hand in. I was either a solo writer on it or a co-write on it. And we took it into the studio, cut them with Chad, and we're ready. It comes out March 4th. So I'm excited to get it out.
I am too. I'm ready. I've known you so long now. It feels like I've known you for ages. And I think I've been waiting on this just as much as anybody. I'm ecstatic. So I want everybody to, well, first off, write that date down. March 4th is when you can finally get this album from Brody Caster. But I want people to follow you, follow your music, follow your tours, because I know you're playing shows when you're not testing positive for COVID.
Yeah, well, I'm not positive.
Where can we find all this info?
So music's available anywhere you stream, download, listen to music. Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, YouTube, you name it, we're on there. As well as you can go to the website, brodycaster.com. It's got all of our tour dates on there. We're playing 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
When people aren't getting sick, we're playing 2 or 3 times a week. So yeah.
This is just going to be a forever joke between us now, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. This is our inside joke. People, Jimmy Fallon has a joke with all the people on his show.
Right.
You and I have COVID.
Did you compare me to Jimmy Fallon? Thank you.
Well, he's almost as cool as you. But he's not there yet.
That is officially the best compliment I will ever get. That's what's up. That is what's up. Well, Brody, catching up with you is always great, whether you're sick or not. And
yeah.
I am just super excited about this new music. Everybody, you can go get Once I Met Her right now, streaming and downloading everywhere by Brody Caster. Brody, my friend, thanks for coming to Maverick.
Corliss, thanks so much for having me on. I appreciate it.